What's up and welcome back. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I've been working on some things. I'm excited to show you guys in just a short time, but you know I couldn't miss out on unboxing this bad boy. Now, from the title of this video, you're probably wondering, we haven't already seen a whole bunch of Galaxy S10 Plus unboxings? But keep in mind guys, this is a consumer version of the Galaxy S10 Plus, not one that Samsung gave to the big YouTubers. So this is the same exact one that you would be getting if you bought this phone. Now I'm very excited to unbox this phone. I've been looking forward to it for a very long time. As you all know from previous videos, I'm a primary Apple guy, but Samsung does release some really good phones, and this is one of them, so I'm super excited to get into this. So without further ado, let's bust this box wide open. Alright, so here we go. If I do sound a little bit different, it's because I'm using a new mic in this video. Like I said, I am working on some different things. I'm excited to tell you guys that will be coming up in the future. But focusing on the task at hand here, of course, this is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I'm super excited for this phone. I actually haven't played with it at all in stores or anything like that, just so I can give you guys a genuine reaction when I do open the box. Just to go over some of the specs, this is a 128GB version, does have 8 gigs of RAM, has a Snapdragon 855, 6.4-inch QHD display, does have a 4100 milliamp hour battery. It's a really big battery, so you should have all day battery, no problem at all. Really excited to test that out. On the rear cameras, we have a 16 megapixel plus two 12 megapixel cameras, and on the front we have a 10 megapixel plus an 8 megapixel camera. So let's go and get this thing cut open. Let's get the big boy out. Cut towards myself, be unsafe, live life on the edge. You know what I'm talking about? All right, here we go. Woo-wee! Got the phone right on top. Looks like the booklets are still here in the box. It was came off the top of it. All right, so since we have the phone here, and this of course is the main attraction, let's get this to the side just for now so we can check out what else we get in the box. I'll put that down delicately because, man, that thing is beautiful. Let's see what we get. Fast charging brick, fantastic. Let's get that down. Little black box, what do we get in here? Must be our charging cable, more than likely. Yep. USB charging cable. I need to unravel that right now. I have a few of these laying around we can use. So let's put that down. This is so you can go, USB into USB-C. I forget the size USB this is called, but this is really useful when transferring data. So always good to keep this thing right here handy. And of course, we get our AKG earbuds. I do like how these ones are white as opposed to the normal black ones we have been getting with Samsung phones for years. So I like these white ones here. Pretty cool. Just hopefully they don't get dirty if you are wearing them around. And these are some pretty good headphones too. I mean, they let out some really good sound. So I mean, if you're into wired earbuds, can't go wrong with these, and they do come free with the phone. Let's see what we get in the top part of the box here. It looks like it's kind of stuck. See if I can pull this out. All right, here we go. Let's see. Open up right here. I'm gonna strip it the wrong way. On some Savage. You have our SIM ejection tool. Like I say in every video, it's very important to keep that in case you need to switch out your SIM cards, which I probably will be doing with this phone, so keep this handy. And just some normal booklets and stuff that, I really don't care about too much, so you can zoom in on it, whatever. You don't need to read the booklets. We're not a noob. All right, let's get to the phone. All right, so here's the phone. This thing is absolutely stunning and beautiful. I want the blue color here. I've always wanted one of the blue Samsung phones, like the Note, so I went with the blue one on this one, and it's actually very reminiscent of the Note phones. It's more squared and boxy as opposed to a little more, round and oval like the previous, S devices like the S9 and S8 and so on. So let's get this plastic off the back. You guys are gonna have to look at my reflection a lot in this video, unfortunately. So if you're tired of seeing my ugly mug, oh well, I can't help you. This video might not be doing justice, but this phone looks, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Wow, I'm afraid to even touch it with my fingers. But anyway, enough of that. As you can see here, 3 camera setup right here. Of course, we got our flash right beside it, and we also have the heart rate sensor, whatever that thing is, I forget what it's called. As you can see, of course, there is no fingerprint sensor on the back of this phone like it is on the previous S devices. Of course, we have the front here. Look, a little more reflection of me. Fingerprints all over it, unfortunately. Have our front-facing cameras right there up top. Looks pretty cool, like 2 little eyes or something looking at you. Could be kind of creepy though. Have our power button on the side, right up top here, so we get the focus. Awesome. And then we have volume rocker up and down and Bixby button. On the bottom, charging port. Still have the headphone jack. Kudos to Samsung for still including the headphone jack in their phones, never giving up on that. I really appreciate it. And we have our speaker down low. We also have a speaker grill up top here in the little groove, if you can see that. All right, now on the top of the phone, we have a mic right here and the SIM ejection tray, which also houses the memory card slot as well. You can put up to a 512 gigabyte memory card in this phone. Unfortunately, I can't get the camera to focus, so you can't see it, but it is right there, trust and believe me. So let's go and get this thing powered on and see what it looks like. All right, so I went ahead and put all my information in the phone. I've been playing around with it for a little bit, and guys, let me tell you, this phone is absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe how good it feels in the hand, how nice it is to use. It's super smooth, the screen is absolutely beautiful, and of course, as in any Samsung phone, this thing is packed to the brim with features. So just starting out here, before I even get the phone screen on, of course, like I said before, there is no fingerprint reader on the back because they did put it under the screen, which is dope because it gives you more screen space as opposed to having a fingerprint reader on the front and you have to reach around back. So there's a few ways, of course, to unlock it. Just like with any phone, you can use fingerprint reader, Face ID, or pin, pattern, what have you. So I did set up my fingerprint, so let's go and test that out now. You just put your finger on the screen and then it'll unlock it. Simple as that. That's awesome. Let's try that one more time, make sure it wasn't fluke. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, then we also have face unlocking, which is really cool. If you look up right towards the little camera module here, if I turn the screen on, it tries to read my face. It should light up. You see how it lights up around the little camera module? It's trying to read my face, which is super cool, by the way. Of course, it's looking right at the camera, so it can't do it. But let's try it again. Let's move it, in a better position. See if it can read my face. I'm still behind the camera as well, and I'm talking. And sure enough, see the lock symbol right there. It's unlocked. Just swipe up, and bam. Also didn't notice this too, but it seems to change the background every time you turn the screen off. That's pretty cool. All right, awesome. So we have the ways to unlock it there, but this under the screen fingerprint reader, super dope, super sick. If you've never used one before, it's actually pretty mind-blowing. So let's start out with the camera. The camera on this thing is phenomenal, just as you'd expect. So to get into the camera, we can double tap the home button right here. I mean the home button, the power button, I apologize. And stick us right into it. So I'll take a few test pictures. This is with the back camera, our favorite model, of course, Link. Looking green and spiffy, like he should be, unlike some of the other cameras we were looking at. He looks really good, and this, the lighting in here is not the best. I didn't have the lights really on him. I was just trying to test out the phone and see how well it would do. So he looks really good for where he's at. Oops, sorry, jumped out a little bit too far. This is a selfie picture. This is with the selfie cameras. And look at this, man, like if you can see, if the camera does it justice, look at some of the detail on my mustache, my beard hairs. I mean, you can see them all. These cameras are really, really nice. And I'm usually not a fan of Samsung front-facing cameras, but this one, I mean, I might just have to blow the whole picture up so you can see it, but this looks really, really good. All right, so I got a YouTube video pulled up here, full screen display, and as you can see, looking edge to edge, I mean, there's barely any top and bottom to this phone. That is absolutely phenomenal. I hate to keep using that word, but my goodness, it's great. And just before I even start playing the video, you see the little black dot here from the camera module? It's not that bad, honestly. It's, if you think about it as compared to a notch, which takes up all this space right here, having this little tiny, camera hole punch out, not that big of a deal at all. Anyway, let's check out the video. The sound is really good on these speakers. It's super loud, and the screen is super crisp as well. Look at that, man. Imagine watching a movie on this thing. I mean, man, it looks good. Alright, so jumping out of YouTube, the app switcher on this phone is a little bit different than the previous Android phones I've been on. I like this too. It's a lot cleaner. It's probably a little bit harder to get to everything at once, but I like how it shows the whole card as opposed to like a part of it, so you can see exactly what was on there, and it's probably easy when you're multitasking as well. Of course, just like any other Android phone and Samsung phone alike, you will get the the split screen multitasking and things like that there as well. And of course, as is the case with all Samsung phones, they do pack their phones full to the brim with features, and this one is no exception. Now, I'm not going to go through everything because I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of them in previous Samsung phones, and there's just way too much to cover in this short video here. But there is one feature I did save for last, and this is the ultimate troll feature, especially used against your iPhone buddies that they talk about their iPhones all day, me being one of them. This phone has a huge battery in it, something the iPhone does not have. So you're out and about all day, your battery starts to die, your iPhone friend comes up and says, hey man, I need my charger, we gotta stop doing what we're doing, I gotta go charge my phone. You say, no, hold on, you don't need to do that. you just turn on this wireless power share you have right here, turn your phone upside down, put the iPhone on top of it, and it starts charging. Blam, simple as that. You tell them, hey man, that's something your iPhone can't do. You troll them all day with this. And any other thing that can use wireless charging, you put it on the back of this phone, it starts charging. Simple as that. You see if I take it off, it's not charging anymore. Put it back down. See if I can get in the right position because I'm holding it. There we go. Charging again, if we can get it to focus. Boom. How dope is that? Super dope feature, especially with a phone that has a huge battery in it like this. Alright, so there you have it, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. This phone is an absolute beauty. It's a beast of a phone, really good specs. The screen is beautiful, the speakers are nice, the camera's really nice. There's just so much good things I can say about it. Samsung really did a good job with this phone. I'm happy they did, because now it sets the bar for smartphones and it forces every other company to have to go higher and higher and do better and better. Now with that, of course, does come the price. I haven't mentioned it yet because I wanted to wait to the end to tell you guys about it. This phone does start at $1,000. That's a pretty steep price for a phone, and it's only going to get higher and higher as time goes on. We do demand more from phones each year, and they give us more, but then they also charge us more as well. So you got to pay to play, and that saying rings really true for this phone. I love everything in it. The price, not so much, but who am I to complain? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the phone, if you plan on getting it, if you're interested in it, or if you're like most people and you say, hey, I like the S line, but I'm going to wait to the Note series later on in the year, and I'm going to get that one. Of course, that's not a bad idea either. But right now, this phone is so fantastic. This could be the one phone to get me to switch from using my iPhone daily, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you love this video, feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, please share this with everyone you know. Till next time, it's been my pleasure. Peace.